Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Creeper World 3 Arc Eternal. Continue our trip through a few select bonus maps, and we've got our introduction to the Play It Creeper, which I'm a little iffy on. Not super big fan of that concept, the way it's implemented in Arc Eternal Redemption. Training day for the last one, and now we're going to head off to a more serious level in that series, the second one, Hyper Tower. Okay, so we've got more stuff that we can do, but we need to build a thing here on the inhibitor. This is Carcere. It can spawn a whole bunch of spores. Now, one of the things that I think I could have done differently last time, let's put our field up this way. But one of the things that I think I could have done differently last time is use more spores. There are a lot of cannons and mortars here too. Maybe not as many beams if we attack properly with it. So let's see. In any case, let's do Digitalis and work our way up here. And I think we want to do... I think we want to pulse. So this one is definitely more problematic. Maybe we build towards the totem first, because I haven't been able to quite get up this hill. Totem, there we go. Now the totem's under our control. Now we're getting the creeper up here where I want it. Another emitter. Okay, now this is now... Didn't say anything about needing Digitalis over there, but it still wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's put everything to here. And let's go after this direction. We don't have the supporting emitter in place. Okay. There we go. Now that's working. I got to get my controls bearings. And then the field this way. Let's gradually extend our Digitalis all the way around. Knocked that one out. And this is starting to build now. It's sucking in creeper from there. Okay, so I think at first at least we're gonna want... Oh, I can't quite do that yet. I think I want as many emitters as possible so I can get this built. I think that's my initial goal here. I'm not too worried about this stuff out this way, except let's There we go. Everybody support you. No, that's not... It's not what I want. There we go. Now let's have this field stretch this way. This thing is gradually building. Let's keep the digitalis moving. Especially up this way. There we go, it's online. And they're getting shot down. Like it'll drain their energy. But I'm going to need more support over there. Let's keep it moving that way. Maybe I can't get up over that just yet. Now we've got it. Now we're flowing in there. Another emitter. Let's turn off the support. Just have them, all of them set normally. So, I think I want to supply this with as much as I can, and having more digitalis over here will be better. It doesn't need it to operate, apparently. There we go. We had an impact over here. So we're making some progress there. We're pushing out this way. They're still mostly getting shot down. I think we're about to, yeah, we knocked out that mortar. That's going to help. Which direction do I want to go next? So I've got to combine the need to feed this with creeper, along with the need to push creeper towards the enemy to destroy them, so I can feed it more. I think right now I want to destroy more of the enemy. I think that's a bigger priority. But on the other hand, I don't have a lot of good direction here. Like this can expand gradually. Maybe I can do something like this. Make it flow this way, and if I can knock out that beam, that would be nice. There'll be one less thing that's shooting me down. Yeah, I don't want you supporting, though. Well, it won't hurt. Pushing up there, but I don't know if it's getting far enough. And of course, part of that is not spreading out my digitalis enough. Got to get used to doing that just, even if I'm not going for a specific goal that I want to hit. I've just got to get used to that as a standard thing. Spread the digitalis around. It costs a little bit of creeper initially, but then we can move and attack much better. This here could be connected better. Yeah, more digitalis conducting it. Now we're getting our digitalis over that wall. And I think I want to readjust my field, because I think I need to be more like that. I don't know. I think we're pushing out quite enough. More digitalis over here. Let's climb over this wall. Slide through that passageway up over here. Yeah, and they keep trying to build things and getting blocked back. But I don't think we're making any progress at the moment. They seem to be beating us back fairly well. We have everything flowing into this. Just wondering if there's a better way to attack at the moment. So the difficulty we're having is getting out of this zone. And I really don't like the mortars over here. Not a huge fan of the cannons either, but I really don't like the mortars. You know, maybe I should go this way. Let's try that. See if we can push out this way and knock out that cannon. Because they seem to rebuild, like, relays and collectors, but they don't seem to try to rebuild the cannons. Maybe it should be more of a line here. So that's drawing more off of these bursts. We're gradually lowering down that cannon. Should not be a huge victory, but every little thing. Almost down. So we've got the cannon gone. But I'm almost wondering if I've got this backwards, if I should be shoveling creeper over here. Let's just see if I shovel creeper there as fast as possible, what happens. Everybody go there. And then you burst. And then let's draw the field directly here. Now let's see, if we keep that going for a while, is it going to shoot enough spores to get through? And I don't know if it is. Oh, there's a hit. That's going to help. It didn't quite do enough damage, but yeah, this is running low on energy now. Okay, if that goes down, bingo. Okay, there we go. So that might be the proper way of this is balanced for. Just power everything at this. And then use those spores to gradually expand. Let's try this for a while. And we're not going to have a huge amount of creeper growth here because we're directing it the other way. But if we keep knocking out the enemy in this fashion... Yeah, see, this one's having trouble with energy now. Now they're trying... Oh, they're trying to rebuild one. Look at that. They're trying to rebuild this. Very nice. So we're getting some nice impacts here. I think I just want to keep this up. And everywhere we can put digitalis, of course, somewhere that they're not going to be able to build up more. Oh, they got this one back online. That's not good. Are we actually progressing here? Or are we just stalemated? This over here is going nowhere. They sent several off in a row over this way. That could help. Unless they all get killed. Yeah, it shot them far enough back. I mean, there's no question I'm shooting them off more rapidly. The question is that accomplishing anything? There's an impact there. There we go. It's a nice impact on top of this, but it got blown up. I still feel like it's stalemated. Maybe not. I mean, we are slowly leaking out more in this direction. I'm just not sure if we're going nowhere or if we are making very slow progress. Maybe if I thicken up the digitalis over here, it'll conduct it better. Because mostly we're just shooting off a bunch of spores. We destroy stuff, they rebuild it, we destroy it again. But we're not getting to any more power zones that we can utilize. Alright, now one key thing here that I just went back and reread some stuff, and I don't know why I missed it, because I've read the part multiple times, but pressing the E and R again can actually expand this and cover a wider area, and I don't know why I didn't notice that, but regardless, obviously that makes that part a lot easier, a lot less troublesome to spread around the digitalis. So that's one thing. So I mean, I've got the 3 emitters, I've got this spore tower. The totem helps the creeper move around faster. Helps it spread more quickly. But even with a fully complete digitalis here, I need more firepower, or I need to better utilize the firepower that I have. And the whole description here was, you know, feed this with creeper. Well, I don't know how to feed this with creeper more than I am now. I'm just not generating enough to make it happen. I can't terp anything or make it go over there more. I can't build stuff on random locations. Okay, now we knocked out this again. Now they're trying to rebuild it. I could build spores instead of this. So I don't think I can change this. Once it's in place, I don't think I can change this. So I really can't even do that. Okay, so now what I'm going to try to do is just... What if I switch everything here? Everybody support that one. And have that one burst. Yeah, and there's no question that this is now not sending out as many. The question is, you know, can I do anything with this that matters? So I have to keep wondering if there's something else that I'm missing. Like, there's no other power zones that I can get to. Yeah, and it's unquestionably shooting out faster. I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just... How do I make this even slightly more effective? Say I were to leave that alone and say, you know what, I need to target more up this way. So let's make you my frontline emitter. Put you in burst mode. Okay, and then if we want to field this up this direction towards all of this fun stuff. So at one point it had destroyed this, but they've fought us back over here. However, if we were able to expand enough in this direction, I feel like we're very slowly pushing this way. If I could get that mortar. Let's aim a little bit more directly for that. Right there at the mortar. Because are we moving out at all here? We started damaging it just a bit there. Now it's, yeah, we're very, very slowly, I think, making progress up in this direction. You can see why this mission is meant to take an hour. We're going to take longer than that, obviously. But I'm okay with that as long as, like, if there's a way for me to make progress. We're gradually knocking out that mortar. Continue to blanket everything with digitalis. Come on, kill it. Okay, now it's one less thing coming after us in this area. They're going to try to rebuild it, but it's going to not really get very far. Let's see if we can perform a similar action and get rid of that. I think we've got room for more digitalis over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we're growing in this direction. I don't know if it's yet enough. This might have been the right answer. Or at least a right answer. Oh, yeah, this thing's almost down. Now, if I grab that, that's going to be big. Because I could have the other emitters support that. Or I could send the energy back, but I think I want to have the other emitters support this. So let's pull as much as we can up that way. Still, we've got it's getting hit by a couple mortars, so this is going to be rough going. But there we go. There's another cannon. I think we're about there. Let's throw up an emitter. Yes. Okay, now we're in business. Now we're getting something done. Everybody support it and burst. Okay, so now we should be able to clear out some serious territory over here. Let's go smash that. We'll start there. Of course, we're going to want to spread our digitalis every place that we can. There goes another mortar. Let's take out that mortar. Mortars are the biggest enemy right now. The cannons are going to hurt us, but not to nearly the degree that the mortars will. Spreading, spreading, spreading. So I still think the controls are a little fiddly, but yeah, that whole deal with the being able to resize the digitalis, I don't know why. I read it multiple times and I didn't get it. So now that I understand that, I like the play as creeper concept a little more. It's still definitely not my favorite, but I like it more than I did. Okay, so let's take down some of this stuff. Let's see if we can push into that shield area. That would be really nice. And this is just sort of stagnating. But I'm okay with it stagnating. You know what? Hey, let's do something else first. Let's grab that mortar. Let's get rid of that mortar. Are we progressing that way? And of course there's a totem over here too. So that'll help us advance the movement speed if nothing else. We don't have the totem yet. It doesn't have that blue circle. Feel like we're maybe very slowly advancing this way or not advancing at all. See if I can adjust this field at all. That might be a little bit better. Now, perhaps there's a slightly better way. Maybe I should knock out that first. Even though the mortar is a little bit, you know, sort of a sexier and more effective single thing to eliminate. There we go. Let's see if we can get our digitalis up on that hillside. We are. And now as a result of that reduced firepower on our position, we're doing better here. Now let's refocus against that mortar. There we go. Now that's very nice, and then we've also got the totem. Now let's see about maybe going after this cannon. Oh. So this is going to be a problem here because they're going to rebuild the mortar. Yeah, I think I've got to focus somewhere around this general area. And the problem is, can I make further progress now? Like I seem to be locked into a position. This is a power zone. This is a power zone. Both of them projected, he says. Protected by shields. And we can, you know, we can capture this. What is there that I can knock out and sort of keep it knocked out? Let's see, are we making any progress against that shield? Not sure that we are. Yeah, you can see this is not doing much back here. What if I switched back to supplying this now that I've got another emitter? Maybe that emitter will help me get over the top. Maybe it won't. Let's give it a shot. Because now we got 20% more creeper than before, so we should be able to send out. Now, is that little bit more going to be enough to do anything significant? I don't know. We'll find out. Because they don't have any, they have less beams up here. That just means they're going to target more down this way. The shields block spores along with every other darn thing. Now we're starting to overwhelm the beams in the front. That might, with enough time, maybe that matters. Because I think there's a point at which we're going to want to, switch over to the tower. There we go, and there goes a beam. So now while that beam's down, what are we going to do? And this is up, but it's taking damage. That mortar is. Now some other beams are starting to run low. Can we overwhelm their ability to fill up their beams is the question. See, there was a hit. And if we could get like more and more hits over time, I think I just want to watch this a bit more and just see what happens to their energy levels. There we go. There we go. Now we got a shield that died. And now that can't protect that area for a bit. We got some more creeper here, and I think we might have enough to very gradually cause some permanent problems. So front line, we took down a shield. This is low on energy, but this one isn't. This is not. This is not. So I think it's very questionable where we're at here. We don't have enough going up there to cause any problems, and this shield's going to come online again soon if we don't hit it. We're keeping a couple of these down. Boy, I don't know. I feel like it's close, but we're not quite there. Okay, I'm giving up on it. So we're selecting here as our focus. The question is, which is the easiest way? Let's knock that out and then try to push back up this way. See if we can get anything done. And there goes that mortar temporarily. Now, if we pull this straight up this way, can we do anything to that shield? I wonder if I go after that cannon, that might be better. Feeling I tried that once, but there's a little bit more digitalis laid down. So let's see. Yeah, it's taken some damage. They're going to have a hard time knocking that digitalis down if that cannon isn't on top of that. It was down some and then it healed completely. Well, let's try knocking down the mortar again and then seeing if we can reset. We're able to continually blow up that one collector, but can we make any sustained progress? I'm going to operate under the take the high ground mentality, and I don't know if this does any good either, but I'm just continuing to experiment. Let's try pushing out this way. I want to take this cannon position and then take that position and get some digitalis built up on those. I'm just looking for any sort of small gain that I can find. There we go. Build it up. There goes a beam. Okay. So making some progress out this way. Let's field our way onto that if we can. There we go. It's gone. And of course they can't rebuild where our lovely life-giving, or in this case life-taking away, webbing has formed. Now I don't know that we can push over here to get it to anything significant, Other than we can destroy some things that are lowering our overall volume. Let's try going to you. And then pushing towards that. And I don't know if we can get there. But let's try. Let's kick that cannon off of there. Looks like we're gonna make it. You're gone? Grow, Digitalis, grow. Maybe we can get to that totem? I don't think so. Of course, one of the things about the AI here is they try to build the same structures in the same places. So if we can see how much we can gradually fill out the Digitalis here. And if we keep those two beams down and then we switch back to the... This isn't getting any further. We're keeping that mortar down. Okay. If we could take down that mortar, that would be something. I mean, we're close here to getting far enough out to grab that totem. And that would probably help us expand further in whatever direction. There we go. That mortar's falling. It's that much less firepower on us. We'll spread more. Spread more. Come on. Now we're getting rid of that. Now we've got another totem. Yes, now we've got 3 arrows. I think it gives us 1 arrow for each totem or something. I can like spread more powerfully. Oh yeah. So like each totem basically seems to improve the effective range that we can push out with the emitters. So now I got that, which means over here this is holding fine now, and the creeper's spreading better, but could I push up there now? I think it's worth a try. So let's recycle all of our controls and hammer you. Boy, yeah, it looks like it's a longer arrow. Not just a stronger one, but a longer one. Can you push up that hill now? Taking that hill would be very nice. We seem to be hurting it a little bit more, keeping up a little bit more sustained pressure. On the other hand, we are getting range of that mortar. And this, cannon is going crazy. Super cannons are the bane of my... We seem to be holding this off good for now. Yeah, it's going down. It's not going to be an easy fight, but I think that we're going to take it. It can't quite hold us back, I don't think. Come on, get up there, get up there. There it is. And now, push up that hill. Give me some Digitalis on top. There we go. There we go. That's very nice. I don't know how far I'm going to get with it, but it's still very nice. It looks like we're pounding in here well. We're going to take over this whole area. That's going to be great. There goes another beam. We're going to have this totem soon. There we go. There's a 4th one now. And emitter, of course. And that's definitely going to be our target one. So, let's make sure we do that first. Where do we want to go? Well, let's try back down this way. So I want to take over these two areas, but that one's got a power zone. They keep trying to rebuild down here and aren't quite able to make it. Right now we're pushing in. And they don't seem to be able to hold back our flood at this point. Gone, gone, gone. All kinds of stuff gone. Okay, now we're starting to reach a tip point. And the question is, now we could just do it this way. But the question is, when do we reach a point where we want to turn control over to the hyper tower? Because that's the name of the level. That's sort of clearly the way that we're supposed to do it eventually. Well, let's get another emitter up here first. We're getting emitters so fast now, I'm not even keeping up with it. Let's everybody focus there. Pulse. And where to? Well, let's take these heights first. Start there. Advance, advance, advance. And let's see. See if we can take... I don't think we can. This isn't a bad direction to take this one out. And I think I'll switch my emitter focus. We're slowly climbing up that hill. There we go. So even in this type of setup, the idea of controlling the high ground is still very much important. Because they can't shoot the digitalis that's on top of the hill. Okay, so I'm going to switch it back now here to our good old friend, the hyper tower. We'll be able to shove a lot more this way. And let's see what happens now. There's less defenses for it to even possibly run into. It's going to be able to shoot them out a little bit faster than it could before. I don't know how much that will matter. Let's find out. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. I think they only got like 5. Oh, they got a bunch over here. So 4, 6 or so beams, and then they've got some wonderful cannons. They're shields. So this beam's down. We got some shield impacts happening. Yeah, they're having some trouble over here. Let's see if we can extend that trouble. And this over here is having a hard time reconnecting. I think we might have reached a tipping point here, we might not. We'll see. Another shield impact. And how's our guns doing in here? See, they're keeping plenty of energy on most of these. But this over here is now flowing out. We've cut off this area. They're going to have a really hard time getting this back, and I don't think they're going to be able to. And that's going to add to our support. Now, it's going to come out here slowly because we're not focusing the creeper this way. But, we got a couple shields down here now, so we can start potentially causing more problems. There we go. Yeah, we're starting to see more impacts down here. They're definitely in trouble in this area. I think we're going to keep it going this way now. I think the hyper tower is ready to win this level. It's sort of counterintuitive to me, though, that it doesn't have enough firepower to do it immediately. But, and then you got to switch over. Well, you don't have to switch over to it. You can keep doing things the other way, but regardless, there's our new emitter. Reset. And now we've got even more going that way. So that should increase the advance. Try to batten down these shields eventually. See that we're now going to be gradually increasing our creeper presence in all of these areas over here. It's spreading slowly, but it is spreading. Oh yeah. Now we're starting to reach critical mass over here. They're finding it hard to have anything to shoot us with, and now, there we go. Digitalis creeping up over that hill. So, we've got a few gun emplacements there, but this one is one we're going to get to next. Now we're seeing some regular impacts. There's another one. There we go. Power zone super cannon is down. Look at our Digitalis flowing into here. Trying to anyway. And we're getting some impacts over here. And they don't have much left in terms of energy. So we're knocking stuff out. They're still keeping everything shielded over here for now. There we go. There goes a super reactor. That's a big impact. So the overall their situation over here is now totally untenable. They don't have a shield anymore. All this stuff is just going to crash. Yeah, it's over soon. I'd like to see this spread out over here, but frankly, it may not have time because they're rebuilding as fast as they can. But it's not going to be enough. Just the wave upon wave of spores. And this is interesting given how many times we have fought against wave after wave of spores. Now we are sending them. There we go. There's another emitter. Put that one up. And let's see. We'll increase our spore rate even more. Flow, Digitalis, flow. Now everything dying. They have nothing left. They're getting swamped. tide has most definitely turned, and 11,800 and some messages. Gee, is that all? Digitalis spreading. And they have nothing they can do. They have nothing they can build. They have nothing but to wait until dying. And we actually got the victory message before it happened. Congratulations from the Loki Hive. Okay, so it would be on to Talos next, except for we're not going to do that. I think we've seen enough of the play as Creeper. Let me know what you think of him. My opinion of it has definitely improved since figuring out the Digitalis thing. Again, that was just bonehead move on my part, reading that, rereading it, and not seeing it. But at the same time, I still think it's real fiddly, the controls part of it. The fact that you can't cancel out, you've got to cancel, and then you got to select a new item and then cancel that one, and then you can. It's just that part annoys me. But you know, this one was a pretty tough start, and it's not as aggravating as I thought. Next time we'll be on to our introductory CSM map. But until then, thanks for watching, everybody. More Creeper World 3 will continue.